In today's video, we're going to be drinking Monster and hating on women. Also, to be clear, this is the Ultra Blue Monster, not the Ultra Blue Hawaiian. That's very important. This is the superior version before the woke left came in and ruined Ultra Blue with Ultra Blue Hawaiian. The epidemic of based women. Basically what I mean when I'm talking about based women, and emphasis on this for based, are essentially the kind of women online that you've probably seen a lot more recently that generally are expressing right-leaning beliefs or, you know, trying to be a trad wife. And you can't really tell if they're doing it because they actually believe it or just because it's trending. So you can't really tell if they're grifting or if they were just born to be living rage bait. Basically, all you need to know about them is majority of these people are genuinely insane. And no, I'm not talking about women that are just conservative or whatever. I'm talking about this specific type where you don't really know who they are. They're just actual psychopaths. Okay, and they are going to destroy everything in their path. They are legitimately almost always living rage bait. Their careers thrive off of people being mad at them. And I guess I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just doing exactly what they want. But I don't really care because I don't care. You know what? Yes, I'm falling for the rage bait. It's over. Yup, triggered lib here, falling for it again, falling for the propaganda. I'm falling for the trad wife rage bait. That's right, because you know, sometimes I just can't resist making fun of someone. Just to give an example of like the types of people I'm talking about. Remember that girl a while back who was like cooking in her kitchen with like an apron on, and she said something like, "Everyone I knew in high school, they're all married to broke fellas." That's what she said. No, she didn't. Let me play the actual clip.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas.
I think she might have been the same girl that went on the Piers Morgan show, and Piers Morgan was like, "Can you say the N-word right now?" And then the one black guy like crashed out. He just lost his mind.
I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly, and you will
well, go
not
on then,
have
say
free
it. Say
you
the
will
M.
not have
Go on,
free speech.
go on. Say the M word. Go on.
No.
Don't invite. No.
I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me.
There's also that one girl who like reviewed the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know if you saw that clip. That went around a lot.
I'm on them tough.
Oh my god. Oh, tough. I'm a tough nigga.
They all just kind of love saying the N-word. And listen, I get it. But respectfully, let's leave saying slurs to the men. I don't mean to get sexist here, but let's leave it to the men, okay? Anytime I hear a woman say a slur, it's like, whoa, it's a little... I didn't like that. You're supposed to be acting womanly, you know, you're supposed to be very kind and respectful. Leave the slurs to the professionals, the men. Leave the slurs and the, you know, pervasive words to the gentlemen, okay, like myself. No, but I legitimately do think a lot of these people's careers just thrive off of them saying something just incredibly racist or incredibly based, if I have to say, something incredibly based, and people just can't handle how based it is. It's just so based and epic. They just can't handle the amount of epicness and baseness that's just resonating off of these people, and that's really what the issue is. They're just jealous of them. I think a lot of young men just see the clips and then they're just like, yo, this woman is just like epic and based, like me. And she's mildly attractive. I think I'm gonna watch her now. Dude, this right-wing woman is so based. And she has an OnlyFans? That's sick. Can we please bring back when traditionalist way of being risque was just putting a Visco link in their bio? I'm just saying I miss the era when people with traditional values would at least try to pretend that they were being modest. Okay, bring that back. I think one of the most recent things I've seen that like really set me off to want to make this video was this random woman. That's the thing, they're always just these random women. You don't know who they are. They just show up out of nowhere. This one called Liv Lane. Let's look at the bio. Gen Z, Christian, conservative, American, Zionist. You can pick whichever one makes you the most angry. And no, I'm not Jewish. Thanks for the compliment, though. So the problem that I have with all these terms is that none of them are actually the ones that I wanted to use against you. None of these can quench the rage I feel when I look at this profile. The one that I saw that really just set me off was the one where she was mocking this statement. She says, "I don't want to die in Israel's war." And then she says, "Bold of you to assume you'd pass the physical." There's a lot of things you could say about this specific post. There's a lot of wordplay you could do here for a joke that I'm not gonna do or say. But what I will say is that it's always random women that are so willing to get into wars. The thing is, I genuinely don't get who this is for. Like, if you're a right-leaning man and you find yourself backing a woman saying something like this, you're doing the same exact thing that you always make fun of liberal men for doing. You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same exact thing. It's just on the opposite end. It's just both sides. It's just two crazy women saying something insane, just on different inverses. Have some pride, man. Like, have some self-respect and like stand up for yourself. It's just so embarrassing. Bold of you to assume you'd pass the physical. Person that has never set foot in a war zone. Yes, thank you, Ricky Dicky. I agree with you. You know, it used to make a little bit more sense back in the day when people would get drafted and have to go fight and die, because it was like, okay, you're gonna go fight and die for the women and children. But nowadays, it's like you're just gonna go fight and die for some like medieval creature with dyed hair and their like goblin child that's like just addicted to an iPad. It's like, yeah, I think I'm all right, actually. I think I'm good. I think I'm all right. All right. Yeah, this is a favorite one of mine that happened recently. I don't know who any of these people are, by the way, so I'm going to try to break it down for you. But essentially, this woman, who I assume is like a trad wife influencer, she just posted a photo of her wearing an engagement ring in a field of flowers, and she says, "I won." That seems fine. You know, I don't see a problem with that. And we got Just Pearly Things, who quote tweeted it. Just Pearly Things. She was the girl who like dated that fat black guy TikToker, if you know what I'm talking about. That might be too niche of a fact, but that is a thing that happened. But essentially, she responded to the I won tweet and said, "Hottest right-wing e-girl taken off the market. Conservative women will always use their marriage and family to build their brand." So I don't know what level of infighting this is. Like, I don't really get it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't understand it. Isn't Just Pearly Things' whole point is that women should be like getting married and like being taken care of by a man? Like, that's what is the other person is doing. And then she's getting mad at it. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but I don't get this at all. It's just so stupid. Like, it's so stupid. But then that's the thing, right? It's like you want to defend the person with the ring, but then, like I said, these quote-unquote based women are like borderline insane. And the Sarah girl comes back and says, "Once you stop getting ran through by black guys, it could happen to you too." Which is like, I don't know what's going. Maybe I'm just missing so much context, but like, it is just like the Axis party level of infighting. It's just crazy. And then Just Pearly Thing says, "Why stop here, Sarah? Live stream the wedding," which I don't get it. Then another woman comes in and says, "The ring size," with a skull emoji. So I guess the ring size was too small. She should have gotten a bigger one, which I thought, once again, I thought the whole trad wife thing was like other feminist women expect too much money from their man, but now it's fine because we're right wing. You know, it gets harder and harder every day to just not be a complete sexist. Then Just Pearly Things comes in and says, "I don't think the size matters, but I just wonder why men can't do nice things for us without it being public anymore." And then the Emily girl comes back in and says, "Size matters." And then Just Pearly Things says, "Depends if you care about money or the man." So the weird thing about all these people is they're all trying to make different like points. They're all trying to make different like niche points because they want to be the epic and based one. It's like, no, I'm more based than you. I have a more based opinion. My opinion's actually the most different one out of everyone. It legitimately just reads off like actual schizophrenic idiocy. Like, it's just insane behavior. Like, the Just Pearly Things girl literally comes in and like is trying to be kind of like nice about it. Like, she's like, "I just don't get this." And then the Emily girl comes back and it's like, "Size matters." And it's like, all right, we get it, bro. We get it. This, honestly, this Emily girl might not even be real. This is not a real person. Can you see that? That is not a real person. It's not real. What's good? It's Emily, part of Trump's harem. You know, as all these people are arguing, because I guess somehow all of the trad wife influencers on the internet have the same time of month, a new player enters the arena. That's right, a woman named Morgan Ariel, who screenshots the whole interaction and says, "You give it up for free, ho. Might want to sit this one out, at Emily." It seems like these people, like, it seems like Just Pearly Things and this Morgan girl should be on each other's side, but then they're not, because then Just Pearly Things comes in and says, Morgan, you are a single mother with a public video admitting you have HPV. You may want to sit this one out too. And then Morgan responds, you know, with the grace and courtesy of a trad wife. You suck black dick and probably have AIDS. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, these women are actually kind of disproving the whole idea that women aren't funny, because all of these interactions are hilarious. I only ever see like a similar level of comedy in like my friends and I's group chats. Like this stuff is amazing. But anyways, Emily responded to Morgan saying, you give it up for free, ho. By saying, Morgan, your baby daddy abandoned you. You're raising a bastard child, but yet somehow, someway you think you're better than me or anyone on this app. You gave it up for free. You gave it up for free. Got left in the dust and now post rage bait on X to supplement the inadequacy of your monthly child support payments. What? Oh man, Twitter is just such a great place. But then Morgan responds with like a essay. It says, none of that is true, Emily. You brag about having sex with married MAGA dads and doing drugs. You have been ran through. You call young virgins losers, encourage them to have premarital sex, and you're pro-abortion. You're a disgusting feminist whore with a Jezebel spirit who uses filter. You're a disgusting feminist whore with a Jezebel spirit who uses filters in all of her videos and lives in rebellion to God while grifting off of the conservative movement and simultaneously trashes women who desire to live God-honoring lifestyles. Oh my word, I can't even but yeah, I'm the one who needs money, you gold-digging hoe. So yes, I am better than you. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good stuff. So anyways, all that stuff is just crazy, right? All that stuff's just insane. I don't really have a great way of wrapping this up. I just wanted to kind of make fun of some of these people because I just think it's very, I think it's very silly. You know, that's my hot take. All of this is very silly stuff. And I thought you guys would maybe appreciate it too. It's just a little fun. It's a little funny seeing a bunch of, you know, trad women go at it online. What happened to just them making like sourdough bread? I thought that was like the thing. But now we get to like make fun of each other for like having intercourse with like people of another race. I didn't know that was on the table until now. I wasn't aware of that. But anyways, yeah, that's really all I have to say. I mean, I said this video was literally just gonna be me hating on women and drinking Blue Monster, and that's what it's been. So, you know, I didn't lie to you. Okay, you got what I said you would get. Maybe we'll hate on some men in the next one or something. I don't know. We'll see. Just to shake things up, you know, to make sure people feel like we're still being unbiased, you know. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you next time. Bye.